nice to see so many folks from the Giveth stream here. Are you guys still able to see my screen with the community call agenda? Looks like maybe not. I will redo it. All these notifications are in my way. Okay. How weird, it's not letting me share my screen. Oh, here we go. Okay. And something else I was naming, since we've got a few like newer folks on the call, and maybe I haven't given this context in the past, this community call, the intention is for the various circles of Giveth to kind of give their updates and what's hot and new, what's been going on for the past week and the upcoming week, and to share that transparently with our other circles as well as with the community. So without further ado, diving into the agenda, our communication circle updates. I've always got some links to our key, like helpful documents at the top here if you are curious to dig in a little bit more on what we're working on. Also, I think I named that I didn't hear any updates to the agenda in our check-in round, but if anyone would like to see something added to the agenda, you can always type it here in the group chat on Jitsi. Okay, so to give some updates around wins for the Giveth.io launch as far as communication goes, Danny, Ashley, and Lauren were featured on the Bright ID community call featuring Giveth, and that's now up on YouTube. There's a link here that you can check out. We've had great engagement on our posts across Twitter and Medium especially, but we've also had good engagement on Reddit and YouTube. And like, you know, we've discussed this, each channel really is serving their unique purpose and helping us to, reach a particular audience and get the message across in a unique way. And then we've also been doing a lot of email outreach and direct DMs on Twitter to partners, donors, projects, press, and media. And so that's been ongoing and also in progress. And what has been the result is that we've been onboarding new projects, receiving feedback on our new platform, and also have been arranging more promo opportunities and also like retweets and shares of our content around the launch. So that has been great. The next big things that our circle is working on, and let me just add one in here, share dev updates at the end of each sprint. That was a reminder. So the next big things that the communication circle has on our radar is continuing outreach to press and media sites, creating a how-to video series for Giveth.io. So some examples of that are like how to donate, how to create a quality project on Giveth, which is hopefully something that can support us when we get these weird lower quality projects that are added. Like we can share this quick like tutorial video on like here's how you can amplify your project and you know, like have better access to fundraising and getting your message across more clearly. Also will help us just in supporting our outreach efforts and something nice and clean that can go on the website. So if you have other ideas of like, especially as we're receiving feedback from people, maybe like on the dev side, like if we're getting a lot of certain kind of questions or something, like that might be a flag for, hey, that would be a great how-to video for us to create. So you can always let me or someone from the communications team know that. Lauren and Calvin are going to be working on these how-to videos. Creating a Twitter thread around XDAI, writing a short and sweet, you know, in the interim until we have more information around the Give Token economy and the Give Back program, like process and technical details. We can't go into a lot of detail, but just writing a short and sweet one-pager as like a reference so that when we're doing the airdrops, people can understand what they're receiving. And then, yeah, so Lauren is going to start sharing dev updates at the end of each sprint with like what were the major things that were accomplished, and then what's like the one core new feature or functionality that we're focusing on for the upcoming sprint, just so we can have more transparency with what we're doing on the dev side. Any questions around communication circle or anything else someone from that circle would like to share? Okay. Governance, I can share the governance section. I think Danny is taking some much needed time to enjoy Easter with her family today. So you can always see the RDAO proposals at this link here. The ones that have passed, all the recent ones have passed, 14 through 17. So our donor airdrop recipients, allowing anyone to create a vote on the Giveth RDAO. Those I think we also saw last week, but the two new ones that passed are 16, which is issuing tokens for Q1 2021 according to this contribution spreadsheet that's linked here of participation tracking. And then number 17, yes, we will add source cred to the other active Giveth repos. So thanks everyone for voting. There's no pending proposals at the coming time, but one that will be coming in the future soon is how to decide which feature requests and DApp change requests should be approved. Okay, any questions on governance or anything else that someone would like to add before we move on to the Give token? Boom. Okay. Give token. So our team completed our 4th sprint and entered our 5th sprint just a few days ago. We kicked off. This was like a little bit of a weird transition for us in that one of our lead devs, Edu, and his wife over at DAppNode, they were not feeling well. They, were experiencing some COVID stuff. So they've been taking some time for health and wellness, which is super important. And then also like some of the team was out on vacation. So we didn't get all the things accomplished in Sprint 4 that we had initially planned for, but we did make a lot of progress. Some of the things kind of like what James had shared in his like on the dev call earlier, like, wow, some of these were a deeper rabbit hole than we initially anticipated. And so it took more time, but we were able to make a lot of like hack session progress on those things. So some of the latest updates are, I know we've maybe seen give back singular and plural, and sometimes the B is capitalized or lowercase, but we've decided on officially it'll be give backs, plural with the lowercase b. Edu is starting to feel better, which is great. So he's been taking on some part-time work again. And so updates around his liquidity mining investing contract stuff. We're determining who's going to launch first. We want to have, everyone who has been doing the smart contracts is not a native English speaker. So we want to make sure we get that reviewed. And also complete an audit or a code review. So those are things that we can be doing on our end to keep this moving forward. We're also really prioritizing not just this sprint, but specifically this week, closing the airdrop list, and hopefully early enough in the week so that there's ample time to review and like do allocations. Excuse me. And then around givebacks, some updates are we had a good hack session. Griff gave us a lot of great starting point on project verification, and Ashley and I are running with that, and we're going to run validation parties or verification parties, and start getting sprints in order for project verification, so we can kind of have that running underground and getting our processes and systems in order so that when we do officially launch givebacks, we've already got some strong verified projects on the platform. But it won't be like on the UX or the UI initially. And then Marco, is working on give back mockup, so making some good progress there. And then once we have more details around the processes and stuff, then it'll be kind of pushed on to the communication circle where we'll start creating some cool content around that. Any questions around Give token economy or anything else someone would like to share on that? Griff or Willie?
I would just like to add something there. If you're going to be working on the verification process, like I mentioned this just at the end of the dev call, I don't know if you heard this, but I think like while figuring out how to do verification, it could be interesting just to keep in mind the concept of some sort of trust score for projects. That like, I mean, how can we define like what is more likely like a project that can be more trusted? For example, like it's got a long history, many years in existence. Is it like an official organization set up somewhere as a nonprofit? Yeah, what kind of track record do they have? What kind of evidence are they able to provide? I don't know. Like it's something maybe not to discuss now, but just something to bear in mind. And I have some thoughts about this that I'm happy to talk to you about asynchronously. That's it.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for that, James. Yeah, we definitely were talking about doing some sort of like, some sort of scorecard. Doesn't necessarily have to meet all the things, but like how can we track the factors that help us more likely verify the trust level of a project. So yeah, definitely we'll reach out to you one-on-one and get your feedback on that. I'm curious to hear your ideas. So let me just say, connect with James on this. Cool. Maybe I can even bold that so I don't forget. Okay. Any other questions or comments on the Give token stuff? I think maybe Griff had to drop. Okay, cool. So then going on to our application updates, issues, requests. Would love to hear just an update on the latest and greatest with Giveth Trace. If someone from the Trace team would like to share.
It was prevalent that I told about the updates, but I want to delegate that responsibility to Monique. Monique, would you please tell the updates and give us Trace this week? Or if you can, I can do that.
Because I were on the vacation, I think you're the best person to
okay.
Details.
Okay. We have implemented functionalities like subscription to updates. We have put some limitation on withdrawing less than some capacity. For instance, in the beta, it would be $300 minimum withdraw amount. That someone cannot create a milestone less than that amount of maximum capacity, or you cannot mark a milestone with reviewer complete with
Mac problems.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. And we have completed the forms. We have designed new forms for editing milestones and editing campaigns. It's added, and I cannot remember. We have generated some reports, and yeah, we are doing tests. We are doing more tests than before too, and. Yeah, nothing in my mind than those.
We did a little bit about the resource planning. We set goals for our quarters till the end of the year, and we just about to deploy the banner for the guests paying and the the minimum amount of donation, and that banner that Lauren and Danny suggest. That's it.
Awesome,
Thank
super
you.
thorough. Thanks so much. Cool to hear what you guys have been working on. Sounds like a lot, and I love the goal setting also that you guys have been working on to get organized and kind of looking ahead. And who would like to share updates from the new Giveth.io application?
Mateo?
Hey everyone, for updates to Giveth 2, we have taken most of our time to check on the QA and make the current functionality even better after the feedback of many testers and users for the last week. So that has been our main priority, besides a little issue that James is working on, that is fetching the proper value for the XDAI donation. We are expecting for tomorrow to update the main site. Staying is up to date. I am currently working on some little bugs that came from the feedback. After that, maybe more likely tomorrow live will have the latest. So you still have time to be checking on staying today and tomorrow even. I think that's it. I don't know, James, if you have something to add.
Not really. Not really, no. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. And then for operations, Kai, is Kai on? Yes.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, nothing too exciting. I did some stuff in Discord, and will change where our notifications land. Ich muss arbeiten, Schätze. And yeah, I was looking at notifications this week, and I got some stuff cleared up, and would like to continue. But like I said, nothing too exciting. New server for the parameters, but I don't even know what it is. It's a grifting for the TE comments. But yeah, like I said, nothing too exciting this week.
Okay. Cool beans. Thank you. And that's all that I have for our agenda. Just on the bottom here, a friendly reminder about our Patagonia Wildfire Crisis campaign, if you'd like to support or share with your friends and family. Is there anything that we did not cover on the agenda yet that feels called to be spoken or discussed?
I have a small thing. I realized looking at the donor sheet that our original donor isn't on it because we couldn't find that data, and I see we already passed it. And I'm just wondering, like, how do we go about this change and other little changes that we'll find after we get all of the data and do some checks,
Are you referring to like number 14 on this governance vote, or are you talking? Okay.
So it's like donor airdrop recipients. I just was looking at it and it's like, oh crap, this guy's not in there.
Let's do another proposal and get him in there. I think
Cool.
we still, yeah.
I mean, I just imagine that there'll be others too. So maybe I'll just let them collect or something. But
That sounds good. Yeah, we don't need to rush it. And then maybe when we're ready to do the next proposal for the users of Giveth, then we can do both.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll bold this. Anything else?
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Also, I made a post in, I think, the general channel, but our new community page on Panvala is now live and makes it really easy for us to go there to stake our pan so we can increase the matching. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, I'll put a link here in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley. New community page on Panvala is live. And I will post that link here also. Well, that's an easy link to remember. Awesome. Beautiful. Well, thanks so much, everyone. I'm so pleased to announce that we were able to get through all of our community call and still have 20 minutes left, which I feel that since some people celebrate this holiday and it being a weekend, I would just love to give that time back to everyone. And I hope that you enjoy every minute and really, yeah, live this morning or this afternoon or evening, whatever time it is for you, fully and vibrantly. Thank you guys so much, and look forward to connecting again soon. And if you would like, if you have the time and the interest in joining our meme party,
Meme party.
Have fun at the Zoom party, everybody.
Zoom party. Yeah.
Oh, Jen, everybody eat Christmas. I look forward to seeing the memes. Much love, everybody.
No,
Okay,
you're welcome to join though.
everyone.
We're gonna do meme party now.
Yeah, meme party in the general. Where are we? General channel in Discord.
Yep, general channel. See you guys there.
Cool. See you guys there.
So you gotta join the kind of channel. I heard.
Yeah, in the Discord, Monique. Yeah, if you just Giveth Discord and then scroll down to voice channels, and there's the general channel. You can see Griff is already in there in the Groovy bot. And so if you just click on that, you join the channel, and then it's like we listen to music and make memes that we post in the meme channel.
It's about listening to the music.
Yeah, listening to music, hanging out together, and making memes.
Okay. Thank you.
See you there.
Have a good time.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye.